Brooklyn Park is one of Minnesota's most diverse cities, but the local restaurant scene hasn't always matched its diverse population. As Delane Cleveland reports, the city is now starting to see more dining options, from popular national chains to family-owned spots with an international flavor.
I love sushi, so yeah, it was a no-brainer to come here.
Every once in a while, a food craving comes along that someone will do anything to satisfy.
Absolutely.
In the case of Linda Sigwan's,
Rolls and bowls.
that meant making a 25-minute drive from Andover to Brooklyn Park with her two sons for poke bowls.
Shrimp tempura can't, be beat. It's worth the drive.
The restaurant benefiting from her craving of fish, rice, and vegetables is Rolls and Bowls Asian Cookhouse, an Asian fusion restaurant in Brooklyn Park's Park Place Promenade that opened in September at the site of a former pita pit.
The customer come in and say, yes, we like it because this is the type of food we're looking for here in Brooklyn Park.
Lin Wen owns this establishment, which sells fully loaded poke bowls, ramen, and other Asian cuisine.
So far it's good. People adapting to it and they like it.
This is one of roughly 100 restaurants people can choose from in Brooklyn Park, with some of the newest options being a Panera Bread that opened last week near Highway 610 and a nearby Chick-fil-A that's opening February 20th. Yet there's a popular perception that the city lacks dining options.
Anyone that says that there's not enough restaurants here, they're just not looking around and they're not checking the area out enough.
Natalie Conrad works for Minneapolis Northwest Tourism. It's her job to let people know that restaurants like Rolls and Bowls exist.
There's always something new coming, and the great part about that is it's a lot of locally owned restaurants and a lot of different types of food too. It's not always American. It's kind of all the flavors of the world you can experience here.
Restaurant variety may not have always been Brooklyn Park's strong suit, but Lin Wen is doing her part to change that.
Hopefully, most of the people come in and they come back again.
She's already starting to build up that loyalty.
There's lots of great restaurants coming up, and this is one of them.
In Brooklyn Park, Delane Cleveland, CCX News.
Some of the other restaurant updates in Brooklyn Park include a new El Loro Mexican restaurant, which is moving into the former Applebee's on Brooklyn Boulevard, and the expansion of Vietnam House, which is taking over a vacant space next to its current location. Hennepin County requires all cities to have access to curbside organics recycling by 2022. Brooklyn Park is discussing what they can offer. Currently, the only option for Brooklyn Park residents to recycle organics curbside is through Randy's, and they had 32 households enrolled last year. A few questions on the city's survey said 21% of households would be very likely to participate in organics recycling if it was offered, and 29% were somewhat likely. Of those responses, 79% said they'd be willing to pay $4 a month for the service. Plymouth and Robbinsdale are two cities where curbside organics recycling is already offered. Golden Valley is also discussing what a curbside program would look like in their city. A viewer tipped us off about our next story. It's about a Brooklyn Center church that has been opening their doors for years for kids to come and play basketball. What we found when we checked the open gym was nothing short of inspirational.
People often leave churches to go out on a mission and help others. At Lutheran Church of the Master in Brooklyn Center, they open their doors, or more specifically, their gym, and the opportunity comes to them.
One big thing with the kids is building relationships.
Kids can depend upon Lee Loudermill, one of the volunteers who is here when the gym is open on Monday nights.
We start out every Monday night with a devotion, and then we have a prayer, and then they're allowed to pick teams, and we start playing.
When you first meet us, you don't really think that much. You really like stereotypes. But when you really get to know us, though, we're really cool people.
People from different high schools, different backgrounds. Yet here,
it's like a brotherhood. Like, we all come here knowing that we're gonna have fun, play around, joke around. Ain't nothing with no bad vibes in here and none of that.
They're like my brothers. Everybody here is like my brothers. Everybody here is just like family to me. They just care for me, I care for them. They watch my back, I have their back.
And we can have fun together and without the violence or nothing.
The simplicity and the safety brings kids back. Some players have been coming here for the past 5 years, and it's not all serious either.
I encourage y'all to really come though, because we need more talent. I'm getting tired of beating them every day, crossing them. We need more talent here.
But there are a few life lessons worked in too.
The accountability and responsibility of your own actions. If you commit to something, then you should do it.
It's better playing ball than throwing your fist, like fighting. So if you have anger, bring it to the court. Lose your anger off on the court, play basketball.
I really pretty much learned how to be a leader over here, especially learning from Mr. Lee and Daryl.
Here it's evident that actions speak louder than words, and the simple action of just opening up the gym and showing up makes all the difference.
Coach Lee's a nice, caring man. He helps out with everything. He takes people home at on Monday nights after church. He just cares for us.
I was really drawn in by the people in this church, how kind they was to us, the love they show us, and we're not even their own kids, you know what I'm saying?
In Brooklyn Center, Shannon Slatton, CCX News.
The gym is open every Monday night. We attended the gym on a Saturday where the church hosted a basketball tournament. Before we go to break, we got a chance to see the sun again this week. Photojournalist Dustin Scholl captured this orange-colored sky at sunset in the Elm Creek Park Reserve.
It's playoff time in girls hockey. A battle-tested Maple Grove team is aiming for a return trip to St. Paul. After recording an 18-6-1 record, the Maple Grove girls are happy with their regular season performance, especially the emergence of first-year starter Brooke Casebo in net.
Yeah, I think our team's doing well. We've had our ups and downs, but right now I think a lot of the younger kids are stepping up and doing their role, and Brooke's keeping us in games all the time. She's playing awesome, and yeah, it's just been a great year. Starting with our goalie, she's done an amazing job. She came in, this is her first year of varsity, and she's done absolutely amazing. Also, our younger players that are coming in and some of our younger players that have stepped up have been huge, and just knowing their role and really stepping in and taking what we give them and doing great at it.
To say Maple Grove's played a rugged schedule is an understatement. They've played a who's who in Minnesota girls hockey, including Edina twice, Andover, Blake, Breck, and more. That has them playoff ready.
To be the best, we have to play the best so that we can be exposed and see where our weaknesses are and where we match up, and that gives us a great indication of where we're at and how we can help the kids to be successful in the postseason.
Playing against all those talented teams like the Andover Edinas, Brecks, and Blakes, we wouldn't be where we are right now if we didn't play teams like that. It's great being able to play other great teams because it really pushes you to be better. There's never a game where you can just show up and kind of be lazy. Every game you get to show up, you work hard, you're focused, and so I think that makes our team so much better.
While it won't be easy, Maple Grove's resume this season has them a clear favorite to win Section 5AA. Now's the time to put it all together to make a run to state. Well, Wednesday marked an important day in the lives of some local high school athletes who will continue their athletics at the next level. It's one of the NCAA's National Signing Days, and at Maple Grove High School, 9 student athletes signed to play college sports at either Division I or Division II. A total of 7 sports and 8 universities were represented among the 9 Crimson seniors. Meanwhile, at Wayzata, 10 young men and women signed their letters of intent, including 6 from the Trojan State Championship football team and the first ever from the school to receive a scholarship for rugby. Here's what a few of the signees had to say.
It's definitely been a day that I've been looking forward to for a really long time, and I'm just glad that I can make it official and kind of look forward to my next 4 years at NDSU.
All the swimmers that go there always improve, always find their next gear up. And what drew me to the school was the smaller school, so definitely gonna like the smaller campus feel, and it's a great area around it.
I like Mankato football. The coaches seem very supportive. They know my goals for college and after college. They're very supportive of that, and they're very patient with me. I really enjoyed the coaching staff there. They really made me feel like home. They made me feel loved. They made me feel the same as like if it was Wayzata High School, which I loved all my coaches here. And also, it's not extremely far away from home, so if I ever wanted to go and see my mom, I'd have the ability to. She could always come up and watch my games, which is what we planned for the future.
Here now is a look at a list of all the local athletes who signed with Division I or II schools.